Hey, this is what I'm saying, man. Like somebody did some sacrificing, bro.
Man, that
What
shit.
up, Bill Gates?
What's up, everybody? Salute to everybody in the building. Yeah, I don't know, man. He won though, but that shit crazy. Congratulations to him, but it was
And
just
what did he get arrested for?
That they didn't go into that.
they didn't even say. I'm like, man, that's a setup, man. Come on now. They can arrest him right after he win 3 Grammys.
Oh, look, I'm glad you just mentioned that.
Yeah.
Hey, remember how you just had a show and you was talking about the three black people, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
All right, but on another news channel, they had three white people, bro.
That's what I'm saying. It's all propaganda.
Yes, yeah,
For
This
real?
is this is what
yeah.
hey, this is what they're hiding. Because remember, they ain't talking about one thing and one thing only. What did Biden just do? Why were we asleep for the last 2 days, bro?
Well,
Literally, why were we asleep for the last 2 days?
Right. Had anybody else been experiencing that, man? I've been sleepy these last few days, man. I've been falling asleep like about 8 o'clock,
nah, I've
8:30.
been having I've been having some little vivid dreams about what's going on. See, look, this what I want to get on here for. You know, I got into
What up,
TikTok
Nudie?
yesterday,
Yeah.
but I ain't really say nothing crazy. I was just like, stop having y'all kids at the hospital. But basically, what I said was, if they lied to you once, how can you take any advice from them? You get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And TikTok hit me with community guidelines.
Hmm. What up, DJ? Yeah, and the thing is too, like they don't pay attention to like if the government's over here and you know they're messing with your rights and they ain't working for you anymore. Why would you work with them?
Right.
Right.
Like my
If
mom,
the,
she is.
if the, go ahead.
Nah, go ahead, fam.
'Cause I was gonna say because if the mugs don't work for us no more, who they working for? It's the companies.
Right.
You know
Did
what
what
I'm saying?
I was explaining the exact same thing to Mom Dukes. You know what I'm saying? Mom Dukes in her 60s, so the era she grew in, like I was always telling her, like, man, the world ain't what we think the world is. This at a young age, and now I'm old enough, and she see, like, I don't get sick. Me and my kids get chloride silver every morning, so I don't get
Yes,
sick.
sir.
And so she was asking, like, now they're starting to hear her, like, my son know more than me. So what else do you know, son? So we was just talking about my time in the military, and I was telling her 9/11 when 9/11. Then the crazy thing is, after I get done talking to her, you was thought I was on live, talking about 9/11 conspiracies,
Hmm.
and I was telling her, I was like, man, we really ain't at whoa. I said it really how I feel. I feel like they destroying our land because they don't want to give us our land back. They'll rather desecrate our land and give it to us.
Well, no, it's the same thing as like when who was it? Bush? No, not Bush. Was it Bush? Yeah, the same when Bush fucked up America and then Obama had to fix it. You know what I'm saying? The white guy gonna fuck it up, and the black guy gotta fix it.
Man, I'm on here trying to look for that news clip y'all said. They said they showed 3 white soldiers.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's on there. It's gonna be three people. You know what I'm saying? Like they like that number three.
Man, I'm trying to see.
I seen it on TikTok, and I seen a whole bunch of folks on TikTok was like, "Look, man, it's fake news. It's fake news because these people black and it's three, and these people white.
Hmm.
It's like for the black for the black areas they're gonna give them to black people, and then for the white areas they're gonna give them to white people. You get what I'm
It's
saying?
that
They want
pandering to their emotions.
right. They want to play with everybody, emotions right there.
Hey, see that name I just put in the chat for us, the private chat.
Yeah,
Look
yeah.
up look up that name, and that would be the maps that they used to go by. And this is maritime maps, so it's air, was that aeronautic or oceanic map where you can see
Mhm.
because that's what the subs and shit use, the flat maps.
Come on, how even the pilots use a flat map. Come on, man. It's crazy.
And this is where like it got all our shit. Like you could see the blimps and all that shit on there. Like a very, very detailed map. They be trying to get rid of this shit. You know what I'm saying?
But the thing is like people get a little money and they don't know the right thing to do with the money. It's like you get a little bit of money, but then you give the money right back to these people.
Yeah, because you ain't use it adequately. But that same sense through all that tax and shit that they just did on people and shit, and people didn't realize that they weren't paying taxes no more.
Right. You know you should know how your check look.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? If your check more than what it was, man, you should know, hey, something ain't right. I got a bonus or something. You supposed to look into it, but you know, I noticed I'm 38, and a lot of people don't look at their check stubs when they work.
Right. Yeah, no, they don't.
Like people don't know what's coming out. Like, and it be grown people. And I'm like, ain't nobody, your mama, I'm like, man, it's crazy, man.
I'm trying to find that. I can't find it.
Yeah, I was looking at my shit. I was like, hey, did I file exempt? I don't remember filing exempt this year. I mean, I'm okay with it.
Right.
Because I know in the long end, dude, I'm working part-time. I ain't working full-time.
Right. But see, that don't really affect us. You know what I'm saying? That affect folks who making over 200-300K. You get what I'm saying? It'll affect them more than anything for the simple fact. But tax is something else, but to realize that you working all these hours just for them to take 40%, 50%.
Man.
Like that's crazy.
Crazy. Who's working for who?
Right.
Like B.O.B. said that, man, you don't know who's fucking who until you really pay attention.
Right.
Hey, that's another thing too, man. You go out there, check out the Smug's Elements, man. He got that stuff on SoundCloud. That dude's telling everything.
Oh yeah, he be talking some shit.
Yeah, I'm surprised they ain't unalive my guy yet.
He be talking some shit. Man, I can't find it, man. Like all of them, do you know exactly what news? I mean, all black starters. That's crazy. Send me the link if you can.
All right.
Yeah. So I want to see that. That's crazy now. That's super crazy.
Right, like they playing with us, man. They really is. We really can't feed into
it. Yeah, because if it is true, I'm like, damn, what about they showed the parents of them though? Like the mother member and all that shit.
Them be actors, bro.
Bro, for real. Hey, tell them one more again. Tell them one more again, man.
them be actors, man.
People don't realize how many people out there really playing a part, bro. Like this is a chess game, bro. And they got a lot of pawns, all right?
All right, look at it. Look at it like this. Like I'm in Macon right now. But I just came from Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? All the millionaires that's in Atlanta, how come none of y'all that's in the limelight bought a hospital? Like Grady,
No.
Like how come y'all haven't done
land and put a hospital?
Right. A free hospital, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Not a free hospital because health is important.
Especially they ain't for doing our people, man, because they ain't looking out for us. We gotta look out for us. Yeah. Yo, what up, Drewski? What up, TQ? What up, Angela?
It was popping. Angela was good. What's up, everybody? Salute to everybody in the building, man. It's the after hour show. We just kicking some game, y'all. Feel free to join the stream if you want to. The link is in the chat.
Salute we just quick politicking, you know. What up, Taylor?
I'm looking for that 3 soldier thing for sure.
Man, you gonna find it.
Cause that's crazy. If they show a whole
Let me
different,
pull it up on my TikTok.
3 different songs, some whole different. Come on now, that
man.
Yeah, they playing with it, man.
yeah. Let me see.
Hey, go on TikTok and type in the 3 people.
That's what I got typed. I mean, that's what I'm on TikTok. Just type in what 3 people.
Yeah.
What you gotta say thank you for, Terrence? Nobody ever thanks me like that. I feel like I'm appreciated in a way. What the hell?
You spreading that awareness.
Yeah.
Oh, that's because I ain't got shit to scare no more, man. They can't take shit from me. They already did it. Oh yeah, that frequency lane. Well, everybody gotta figure out their wave, man. Once you figure out your path number and shit, it'd be easy which numbers to go by. A lot of that shit's all in the geometry of it. You know what I'm saying? Like you could find out your own wavelength, bro. It's all in your birth stars.
I have found this little documentary about this time traveler talking about the Anunnaki guys coming back.
Hell yeah, talk about that. Matter of fact, hey, go to that map real quick. That what's that? What did I call it? The Urbano Monte map.
All right, yeah, man, I can't find it. Just send me the link if you can.
I got you. I'm gonna try to when we get off. You can probably get it tonight.
Right.
He said he woke up feeling good.
Let me see. Here we go, right here. What's this map about?
Well, check it out, man.
He said, "Check it out, man."
Remember that? Was it the Pirates of the Caribbean?
Yeah.
Remember how their map is? It's kind of like how your sun. You see,
map.
Yes, and the center moves because our land moves. It's weird. There's no ice.
There's a camel. Warm weather animals. So, you want to explain to me, first thing, what the hell is this? All this land. And second thing, what's frozen? What happened between 1587 and 1892 where those areas got frozen?
So that was the Urbano Monte map created in 1587. We got another Google warrior here who goes, well, when was Antarctica discovered? 1820? How are they drawing maps of Antarctica in 1587? 1820, Antarctica first sighted. Ooh, you left that detail out. The problem is Antarctica was long assumed to be there, even before it was first sighted in 1820. This is a map from 1520 by the Spanish, who assumed Antarctica looked like this. They put it together after Ferdinand Magellan sailed through the Straits of Magellan. Here's a French reproduction from 1530. There's Antarctica right there on the right. They called it Terra Australis. It was the assumed continent in the south. So yes, it did show up on some maps, such as the Urbano Monte map. Now, they didn't know what it was. They didn't know it was full of ice. They've never seen it. That's why it doesn't have ice on it. His map was also a mix of fantasy. Notice this creature here. I see a unicorn. There's a griffin. There's mermaids and some half-man, half-octopus. Also, being a projection of the globe, here it is wrapped back into a globe. Looks pretty globy to me. See, the problem is this was a mixture of half reality, half fantasy. What will flat earthers ever get right?
hey, why would you look up this dude? That dude's not even a flat earther. He's a globe tart. That's Globy McGlobe face, man.
That's the first dude. I just clicked on. Hold on.
Hey, look, check this out. You just brought up the Antarctica.
Yeah.
Now, I've just seen a couple people put videos up of these guys that said they I guess they dived in the water and found a beach or something. They man, go on TikTok and look up the beach they found going through Antarctica or something. So basically, I think the ice wall melting, man, and people going over there, man. Because there's a couple people putting up TikTok videos of land. And the only place I can think of that looks like what they're describing would be like maybe Washington State or something, because ain't no other place. It would have to be, Antarctica, or the past the ice wall, because it's just crazy how the video looks.
Hold on, I'm finna look it up right now. But right there, that little what we just seen about that map, shit, it said everything was there. So what? Everything ended up freezing, and
Well,
I believe
there was a time where somebody had to create an ice wall because they were trying to keep out the demons. This is where you get a lot of the movies like Game of Thrones. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit right there. That shit right there, man. Talks about a lot of that ice wall lore. You know what I'm saying? Like they got people up there that's guardians. You know what I'm saying? They gotta keep them people on the other side of the wall, on the other side of the wall. Sometimes when people be getting through, they be keeping us in here, don't they? This is the Truman Show, bro.
Yeah, this it right here. This it right here.
But after about 200 meters, shapes start appearing on the screen. And what I'm seeing, about 20 meters below,
they done found the whole beach.
That's very strong, very clear. This beach is not a beach. It's actually a glacier. There's a significant amount of ice that's trapped in the valley, and no.
Secret.
Hold on, man. That was crazy though, man. So
hey, you gotta remember, man, all dinosaurs are technically dragons because that's what they used to fight back in the day. That's why they're on the crest. That's why people have them as lineages. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like dragons is everywhere. We don't be seeing dinosaurs unless it's us. You gotta remember, man. What's dude's name? Darwin. That dude was a Freemason, man. Come on now.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? The little documentary I was telling you about, dude said something about in the future. He said in the future, like even the bigger animals that we have now, they not gonna be around either. Like he said in the future, like it's like the motherfucking elephants and
it's because they're taking away all the hydrogen and oxygen in the atmosphere. Like they're mixing it with different gases. They're poisoning our air. Like either they're gonna live underground, like how you know what I'm saying. They were talking about they found underground beaches and shit like that, bro. Or we go into the outer realms. That's all it is to it.
Right.
I believe we're going to the outer realms, man.
Hey, what's up, Michelle?
Yo, what up, Michelle?
Salute to everybody, man. Salute to everybody in here, man.
I believe they're trying to have a reset, man.
What up, Recovery City, Jordan?
And that's definitely what they're trying to do, probably, man. Because with all this shit going on, I mean, I'm hearing about the blackout. They saying, man, I've been looking at videos. They talking about this blackout's like lasting years long type shit. I'm like, what?
but we need that though.
Well, the
need
thing
that,
is,
though.
they said there was gonna be the sun and shit too. That was gonna black out. So, do we really need that shit? Because what are they gonna do that's gonna make all this shit happen?
Right.
We're gonna evolve. See, I believe when all that happens, man, we're gonna evolve.
Yeah,
We ain't
come
got
on,
no choice.
Robert.
We ain't gonna have no
Yeah,
choice
come
but
up
to
here, bro.
evolve.
Come on, Robert.
Yeah, a lot of people practice natural selection. Look, I myself, I go with it like Goku did. You know what I'm saying? I look for a strong woman to raise my kid, because if I can't be there, at least she could protect them. Shit. Because
Which one?
you gotta remember the society we live in, they take black men out of the home. Shit.
Let me open up the Discord right now.
They don't want a nigga having anything, do they?
That's why it coming to a time where we just gonna take it. See, I believe
that's what it is too. Like T.I. said, no, who was it? Who was it that said they was knocking at the door? Talking about let us in, let's have some food or some shit. Next time said we're gonna be robbing your ass. You don't give us no food. Shit. We gonna find a way. That's what's messed up. That's what they don't like. We gonna find a way.
But if you think about it, we got a way now. We just gotta come together.
That's what they divided us for.
People don't want to. See, everybody say they woke, so they want to come together now.
See, Tupac said it. Terrence said Tupac said that.
Like I told my mom and my sister both school teachers now, and I said, and she even said it. They make them teach a certain way, so they got to go by their curriculum, right?
Yep.
So I say, think about it. Why would I let my kids suffer the same
fate that I did? I know what they was teaching us was wrong.
Even if you know it's bullshit, think about that. You still teaching them.
But that's the whole point of us going to school in the first place, so that we can teach our kids.
Baby.
That's why the mom's supposed to stay in the house. Matter of fact, it don't even have to be the mom no more. If the mom's the breadwinner, let the dad teach the kids. You know what I'm saying? Either one, parents, y'all got to figure out who the teacher is and who's the student. You know what I'm saying? Because either way, one of y'all got to remain a student, because somebody's always going to have to learn some shit. And the other one got to know a lot more than the other one. It'd be nice if y'all knew about the same amount of shit. You know what I'm saying? That way, you know, the school ain't got nothing that you can't teach them.
Or, like I said, y'all build together. Both y'all got everybody in this. I look at it like a covenant, nigga. I raise my family like a covenant, nigga. We in a covenant, nigga. We ain't no hiding shit in this covenant. But what's in this covenant is us. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing. Everything I know, you gonna know. Like I was talking to my oldest son. You know, he just turned 18, and I was telling him, I said, my granddaddy was a Freemason. Your granddaddy on my baby mama side of Freemason. Did either one of them niggas tell us nothing? No. Me, I'm different. Everything I know, you gonna know.
Yep. Even though the government tell us not to teach us like that, man, you supposed to teach. Like, dude, that's the whole point of us going there in the first place. Like, we gotta learn some shit that our people don't know, so we could tell them. We gotta be informative to our constituents. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because if we ain't got people who could come together when we ain't got shit else to do, like, we can't depend on the government, motherfucking police, motherfucking National Guard, because that's what it's gonna come to. You think we could depend on them? No, they're gonna be protecting their own family.
Exactly, and that's what people fail to realize. I say, when shit get real, you gonna really see
who the real is.
Matter of fact,
see who the real is.
Y'all remember the Batman movie when Bang shut it down?
Yes, sir. Hey.
Remember when Bang blew up the
football
game,
stadium? Yes, sir.
Super Bowl, right?
And nigga, you know what he used for that?
The police shook, nigga. The police didn't want to be police no more.
He used a sound weapon that fucked with the air.
That shit was crazy. I watched that.
Man.
All right, hey, this what 10 sent me on the Discord. I'm finna check it out.
All right.
Great fire narratives all over the world are a massive massive cover, proving that they were actually huge demolition projects, removing buildings that were built prior to 1776, and that the population of these massive cities were basically zero. What if I...
You said what?
You better subscribe to my lunch break, bro. I'll be watching this dude religiously.
Told you that today, after this episode, you will never think about the Great Fires the same way ever again? What if I told you that after this episode, you will never trust the mainstream history ever again? I've been waiting a long time to share this episode with the world. Are you ready to have your mind blown? Are you ready to see what we found today? Chicago, Illinois. We have the 1871 Great Fire, a fire that destroyed everything away from these fires. Not a single person down, but leaves out the buildings. So let's just estimate that it was 230 buildings destroyed and only 311 casualties. And remember, there are hundreds of Great Fire narratives that happen in a city near you. The mainstream history is suggesting that we are supposed to believe at this point that 110 buildings have to go down in flames for us to record one death. If this was one death per 22 buildings destroyed in these Great Fires, we would be at a much more realistic death total of 1,555 deaths, which is 1/5 the amount that we're being told. When realistically, it should be flipped. We should realistically have less death today per building than they would in the 1800s, since we have cars, phones, proper firefighters, and the rest. To say that 0 people in the 1800s died from a Great Fire that swept through the entire city, leaving the end result looking like massive bombs went off multiple times, is mathematically impossible. This is not a realistic narrative at all. And now that we have looked into this, compared it to other situations, shown factual evidence that they are lying in all of this, I want to give my opinion on what happened. I think that the population worldwide was basically 0 in the early 1800s. And I'm going to go into great detail on this in an upcoming episode. And this episode is basically a setup to lean into this topic of the population lie. But I think the previous civilization's population around the world before 1776, I would say 100 years prior to 1776, based on the condition that these buildings were in, it would put it at around 100 years, realistically. It couldn't have been thousands of years. These buildings would have just been a mess, just from the nature growing all over it and inside. But I believe the worldwide population in what we call the 15 or 1600s was massive. I believe that the technology was much more advanced than what we have today. And we are given back a very small percentage of this technology and told that it's brand new. And we all get excited and believe it. We are told that we are advancing when really we're just going around and around, getting the same exact technology as last time, or less than the previous civilization. And this is all based on control. The fact that they wrote these fake stories and made it so blatantly obvious that they are fake, saying that 0 people in massive fires, destroying all of their homes, all of their buildings over and over and over, it really makes me think that they were just waiting for somebody to find this information, like it's some sort of test or some strange game, because it really is just so obvious once you see the lie. Now knowing what we know about the Great Fires, I'm going to cover a few more things that should just completely hammer it home for everyone here. First, let's say thank you to all of our badge members, all of our Patreons, and every single subscriber. You're all awesome and really helping grow this channel every single week, helping share this information with brand new people every single day. Here we have the Great Fire of Detroit in 1805, which was 29 years after the USA came around, and also 29 years after the New York Great Fire in 1776. Notice, nearly all of these great fires are happening after that date, and they tell us that nearly everything was destroyed. But yet again, nobody died. Where it starts in the stable again, and yet again, not a single death. Everything is destroyed. Nobody died. And this reminds me of the repeating narrative where they tell us that everything was built in a year perfectly, over and over and over, all over the world, by a guy and his donkey riding team with no power tools, no machines, no training. The Stone Shipping Company coordinate the delivery right on time. The mud trails in the rain were never an issue. The freezing winters, they just told them to get over it and toughen up. And they get the whole building or cathedral done with no issues, done in 7 months. This kind of stuff is so repetitive in just a different way. These narratives hold patterns, and this is one of them. These fire narratives are all connected, and I don't personally think that they were fires. I think they were bombs and explosives. They were deliberate attacks on the old world buildings to hide our true past, our true history, which is exactly why we are all so confused as to where we are and what we're doing here. I really hope you all enjoyed learning about these great, wait, what is this? Detroit only had 600 people during this massive Great Fire. What did 600 people need hundreds of buildings for in 1805? Well, the math doesn't lie, and it never will. These 600 people did not build these buildings. And I was going to end this episode right there, but I just want to make sure this is not a debate at all, and an episode that everyone can remember. 1916 Phoenix Great Fire, 80 buildings destroyed, 1 death. Miami, Florida, 1901, 2,368 buildings gone to the fire. Only 7 deaths from thousands of buildings. Only 7 deaths. Houston, Great Fire of 1912. The fire claimed 0 lives, but caused an estimated $7 million in damage to property, equating to $237 million today. And nobody died. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. I'll be back.
Hey, my guy.
Could that be part of the reset? Like those fires?
Those fires were part of our people coming back to get us and trying to kill the cloning. Because you gotta remember, that's when they overpopulated us like part demon angels. You know what I'm saying? They were like part demon human, part angel human. So like that's basically what that was. It was a culling and a purging.
You know
like,
how he?
No, go ahead.
You know how he was like, all them buildings, ain't nobody was there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
What if the reset? They ain't die. They just left and went outside the ice wall. Remember maybe
that's
they
what
got
I'm saying.
enough.
Our people came and got us in them ships and took us out.
That's what I'm thinking too. Because if you hear the slave stories, they talking about ships in the air, chariots in the air.
Yeah. And then, what were they always singing in the field? Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. I want one of the bitches to take me home too. Shit, get me the fuck up out of Dodge, motherfucker. Hey, you see how I stopped myself like motherfucker?
No, I'm just messing with you, man. I'm just pressing the button.
Good one, man. You trying to get the timing down right, man. We be on point.
What's up, River City?
What it do?
Can't hear anyone.
Can you hear us?
Stoner.
Can you hear us?
You got a headset?
Oh, whoa. Oh, yeah. Oh, what's happening, gang?
What's up with
Oh.
you? I think you be watching
I'm
it.
gonna put my face on, boss. Sorry.
Yeah, I think you be watching yourself and it be throwing your time and all.
That's what it is.
I can't really hear you.
Oh yeah, I gotta remind people sometimes so when they come in here, if you have YouTube Plus, go back to YouTube, close it down or pause it, and then come back.
YouTube Plus. Hey. YouTube Plus. Sorry, I don't do all that. My son does.
No, you're good.
Okay. Yeah, I can kind of hear everyone.
Did you pause the YouTube?
There's something going on with your mic too, Buddha.
No, that's hers.
Oh, is that mine?
Oh, it's coming on. Yeah, it's coming on. Okay, yeah.
You see, it has your feedback too. It's good. Like I said, if you have a YouTube Plus in the background, you have. Otherwise, it won't work for us.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I only know that from experience, bro.
My bad. I don't know what you mean. YouTube Plus. Hold on.
No, go to your YouTube, pause it, and then come back to StreamYard.
Okay. Hold on.
Well, who built those buildings then? Like they said, ain't like no. Who built those buildings back then?
Bro, we built the ships that they took off on. Them blimps. Remember, look at the only one that crashed was the Hindenburg, bro. Yeah, me and her. The only one that crashed was the Hindenburg. After the Hindenburg, you ain't hear about no other crashings of blimps, right?
Right.
So, where the rest of them blimps go?
Man.
My man. Well, I'm saying, man. I know.
The blimps across the ice wall, man.
Yeah, sure. Them motherfuckers the only thing. My bad. Them motherfuckers the only thing that can go high enough. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh no, you can cuss, man. Shit, we can cuss on this. I was just messing with y'all because I just found some new buttons on.
Yeah.
So I just messing with them and shit.
See, all people really got to do is just go. If your grandma's still alive, ask her about her people. If she can't tell you about her people,
my people tell me about our Native American heritage and all that shit.
But a lot of non-ether people don't know nothing but what they got taught in school, and it's slavery.
Right. Mm-hmm. Shit, I was like that for a minute until you start waking up and you start seeing different shit. You like, man, and you figure out everything.
I guess because I'm a life path 9, I was always feeling something went right. If I knew civilization came from me, how could this all you teach me about my history? So it's something you ain't telling me, or it's something you don't want me to know.
Right.
And I always feel like it's something you don't want me to know. And I always feel like it's a cheat code in life.
The cheat code is you ask God and God will show you the way.
Right.
What's up, Golden Goddess? What's up, T? What's up, fam?
What's up? Hey, again, Buddha.
Yo.
Thank you for the frequency joints, man. Them joints,
good, bro.
They put me onto something new. But I'm not gonna lie, and when I was telling you I gotta get with you about I was saying I would get with you on your stream because you was talking about finding different frequency levels.
Mm-hmm.
I was listening to a joint last night. I ain't gonna front. That joint had my I was falling asleep, but my heart started racing all crazy, and my body just felt weird.
Are you about to?
You know what I'm saying?
What time did you go to sleep?
I've been going to sleep late. It was like it was about around now. No, it was about around 9. Last night I went to sleep a little bit early. It was about around like 9 around this time.
Yeah.
And that joint, I had to get up and cut that joint off, put another joint on that I'll be listening to, and that joint it put me right. But I appreciate that, no doubt, and I'm definitely gonna get with you on your streams. I'll be following and watching you now too.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm definitely gonna get you on your streams next time and talk about that. But for tonight's discussion, I'm a little late though. So, but I heard y'all talking about a great reset and this, that, and the third. And I was like, and I was thinking about this the other day. Like, you remember in the Buddha, I know you seen it in the Matrix. When my mans was talking about they did the Matrix like 6 times already.
Yeah, the white dude with the room full of TV screens.
Right. So it made me think, like, you know how they be when they be digging into stuff and they be finding shit that or stuff that they before Thal hit the button on me. They be finding
Yeah,
stuff that is like in older days, and
yeah.
like it was a doll that they found, and the doll had like a cell phone or something in its hand, and this, that, and the third, but the carbon date on it was like way before our time.
Oh yeah, I
You
know
know what
what
I'm
you're
saying?
saying.
So
That's
it's
like
making me
the dial that they found in the ocean with all that algae and shit on it.
right. Like, so it's making me think, like, because you hear about these old civilizations that had technology before us.
Hmm.
So is it possible that we didn't had great civilizations before, and they just basically hit that restart button got hit? We thinking that, oh, we the only civilization that came, but possibly, like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I
Mhm.
look at it like this. It's all compartmentalized and stuff. Like you remember how they had the village, M Night Shyamalan's village,
Yeah.
where in the middle of all of us, there was this little square section where it
So
was blocked off, kind of like how they got like the Fermi lab in Batavia and stuff, which I think is what's going on with like Stranger Things type shit down there. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
they had it all sectioned off to where they had these people scared to if you go beyond this boundary, which is
Hmm.
where you can hear the cars and traffic and shit like that, that you will get picked up by these creatures. And these creatures are gonna kidnap you and probably eat you. I don't know what the hell they do with the creatures do with them. I didn't go that far into the movie lore, but the whole theory was that they could trick us at any time,
Anytime.
telling us that we're in a civilization that's advanced when we're third. You know what I'm saying? We're not first, we're third.
right,
Right.
right,
Right.
right. I
So,
feel
but that leads to. Oh, I'm sorry, Thal.
no. That's what I'm saying. He right. Like we might not even be the top civilized. Like we might be. Our technology might not be shit compared to somebody.
It
Something that
ain't.
they got that they know, and that leads into like the whole Matrix theory when he said that there was 6 other matrices before Neo's Matrix. Basically, could there
Hmm.
possibly have been more civilizations before us? And another thing that got me thinking about it, Thal, the other night when you was talking about the Mandela effect,
yeah.
I seen something that was basically talking about how the Mandela effect is another government experience, conspiracy, basically,
For the
just
reset.
to
Yeah,
for the reset, basically, just to make
For the resets. Now let's
so
get it right.
so.
There's more than one because you gotta remember what I just told you about the Fermi lab.
Mhm. But
That's the mini hadron CERN super collider, aka time machine. Okay.
CERN.
CERN, yeah.
Yes, sir.
yeah, yeah, but with the whole Mandela effect joint was basically like the government is doing something to see where are like how they can change people's minds and make people forget about stuff,
How they can
type thing. Like
gaslight us.
the whole thing itself was like basically the government was like, let's see if we can make these people forget. How can we do it? Let's change little things and then
Gaslight
put it
the
out
shit
there,
out of
like,
them.
you know what I'm saying? A couple of years we put it out there like it was this, that, and the third, and everybody be like, no, I remember it different, but they not sure. Like, the same thing with the that dress that came out. Is it blue or is it gold? That kind of like
It
experiment
looks
type thing.
it looks silver and gray to me. I'm just playing.
I think they definitely doing that type of shit, man. I think after watching them CERN videos and all that, like they got the super collider. They said it. I mean, we
Dude,
be
Mhm.
and not to mention the Mike dude, that Mad Mike, that dude just did
yeah.
some time travel shit with Jacob's ladder. Come
Sometimes
on, that's the
Yeah.
same. That's on the same relevant timeline.
we don't want to
All
believe it.
right.
They
See,
tell us.
look,
But
y'all gotta
let me speak on her what she just said though. Golden Goddess about
Okay.
the people that cross the border. I was just seeing that video too. They giving them free prepaid cards with
Oh, $1,000.
with paper on it and everything. Yeah, like I'm
I
like, man,
checked it.
how they gonna help them? Like,
And
That's
we
how
still ain't got
government.
reparations.
Man,
Look,
motherfucker, We still didn't
Look,
get our second part of
we ain't got.
the Biden cares package, man. You know what I'm saying? The
Look,
hell you talking about,
we
bro?
ain't gonna get reparations because we still keep on going by African American, bro. You feel me?
Yeah,
That's why we
instead
not
of
getting
indigenous,
reparations.
I don't know
instead of
what it is.
indigenous
Yeah, and it's all
or Afro.
they written it up to fuck us up. Like they know it that we
See
really ain't.
that's how they got out with the land. See, they tricked us with these words. See, these words are very powerful. But
Wordplay
these
like a
words can
mug.
mean so one word can mean this really, but you don't really know that. And so that's how they hit us with the finesse.
But that's what you're supposed to read that dictionary for, because if
But
you don't
see,
read the Black's Law Dictionary, you ain't
right,
gonna
you're
know
gonna be
law. If
screwed.
you don't
Right.
read
Black's Law
Webster's
Dictionary.
Dictionary, yeah, Black's Law is what the courts go by. That's
I ain't even
what
heard
keeps
of
you.
that.
That's what
See,
keeps you out of. That's what keeps you out of jail. That's military law. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
the word human being means sea monster, bro.
Yes, sir.
Damn.
The word
You a
human
whole
being
sea
means sea
monster.
monster.
Look
Sea
at
monster, bro.
Chris, it means sea monster, and on top of that, it means colored being.
Right, come on, man. They playing with us. They know who we is, bro.
Yeah.
It sound
That shit
crazy,
crazy.
but they know who we is.
But you know what? In this day and age, everything that sound crazy seem to be right on.
Come on now, you gonna feel it. It's like
In this
math,
day and
bro.
age.
Sea
Yeah.
monster, straight up, man. If you read the Black Law Dictionary, the word human being stands for sea monster.
Yup.
Put you on another thing. All right. When you birth, it's called a water birth. You know what I'm saying? You come out the water.
We all
Like,
come from the water.
all right, check this out. When a ship come in land, nigga, they got a birth. You know what I'm saying?
Yup.
A certificate of birth.
Who signs it?
Water. Come on, man.
The
They
doc.
playing with us.
And where the ship dock? Yeah.
It's deep,
At
man.
the harbor, baby.
Come on, man. They playing with us.
Hey, earlier I thanked Buddha for the frequency thou. I want to thank you too, cause ever since I found this channel, I don't really speak on it when I come on here, but I'm going through some things as far as my life.
Okay.
And I got a son about to be born. He going through some hardships, but just watching your channel has been has kept my mind on other things, I should say, to get my mind off of it. Not saying that,
Glad it can help.
not thinking about my son, but just as far as entertainment goes, man, I appreciate everything that y'all do, man. I watch you. Anytime you got something, I get pinged. So even when I can't, like, I come on here every once in a while, just jump in and talk my whatever, and I'm always in your Terrence Taylor. That's me. So I'm always in your chats and stuff. But I just want that, man. I appreciate everything that you do. All this everything that you do is appreciated, man. If nobody ever told you.
You, fam. Salute to you and congratulations to you.
Salute to all y'all. Frank, I'm waiting for Frank to get back on here. I ain't heard him on here in a minute.
Hey T, try using, like, you remember that old Beethoven music, like all that symphony music, orchestra stuff like that. Try using that stuff around your shorty, dude. They'll be good.
Put that around the mother, man. Straight up.
I got
two.
Because you gotta remember, man, that sound vibration is what we putting in us. You know what I'm saying? We made of water. We coming out of birth. You know what I'm saying? We come from the water. You put that frequency in the water. You want to come out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's what all that stuff was about. The church, what they call it, the pane windows, those glass pane windows. All that shit was about vibration. Those
And
are
the
all
bells. That's why ain't no more bells.
Yep, they took away all the good vibrations and stuff.
Hell yeah. Well, I'm trying what I could try, and that's a whole nother story. I ain't gonna fill everything that's going on right now with that. But I just wanted to let y'all know how much I appreciate y'all, man. It's really been helping me get through it, even without that being the case. But just listening to this podcast and just even being a part of it, man. It's I appreciate it, man.
Man, for sure, fam. Appreciate you, fam.
But I'm gonna get with y'all, man. I gotta go in here and get my daughter together.
Yep.
Hey, fam.
I'm always tuned in though. Just know that I'm always, even when I don't show up, I'm always listening.
For my
you in our prayers, bro.
Yes, sir. I appreciate that, bro.
Most definitely.
Man. Most deaf. My dog T, man. Y'all keep him in his, keep y'all in, keep him in y'all prayers. You feel me?
Most definitely.
Awesome.
Hey, Thal.
What's good?
Since y'all was talking about the frequencies, I know how you told me you don't be astral projecting, right?
Yeah.
All right. Listen to DMT frequencies. It's gonna be a little awkward, but listen to DMT frequencies.
Okay, I'm gonna check
And
it out.
that's gonna help you get out that box.
I'm gonna check that out for sure. What's up, creators? Create. Appreciate that for sure. She said they gave us the Bible, told us close our eyes and pray. We opened our eyes. We had the Bible. They had the land.
Come on, straight up. They had to finesse us.
Hey,
shit, we didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us.
I swear. Man,
For Black History Month, this is the time. You know what I'm saying?
girl, you say that to my mama, man. Can't tell her nothing about no Bible.
But look, like that's how they got us, though.
I like how Nudie put that gratitude as the attitude. Yes, sir.
Right. Hey, let me play one of these clips from this. I'm gonna do a stream on this, but I'm gonna play.
Bible ain't nothing but a spell book.
So y'all can see the dog was. My man was talking about. He claimed he had time traveling and shit, but you know how someone they be capping or whatever. So I don't know. I don't know if
the
they
truth
be
is kept from everyone for many years. Your government is fully aware of the supreme race, and I mean that as in today, current time. And this information doesn't actually surface for another 800 years or more.
Appreciate that, Dennis, for sure.
You see, that was the problem. It was kept alive for so long that it's hard for people to believe what's being told anymore.
See?
In the end, we probably won't ever know the truth. But, as a wise man once said, history is nothing more than a set of lies agreed upon.
That's why we have to make it our story.
Right.
That way it's the true perspective.
But, as a wise man once said, history is nothing more than a set of lies agreed upon.
I swear he a time traveler, man. But he got some interesting stuff he was saying.
When children are first born, they're assigned partners, which are called caring ones. These are basically small robots that monitor the child for health conditions. The caring ones are assigned with children up until the age 16 when they're legally able to have children. At times, the caring ones can be assigned for longer durations, whether or not the children have mental instabilities, health issues, and other underlying conditions. These caretakers, or robots, are also allowed to detain civilians or residents as well. They read to the children, they teach the children, they basically do all of the duties of a parent. And it's done like this for a reason. From birth, we're taught that these robots are just as important as your parents or siblings. There are no more schools like you know them to be today. Children are taught with AI. We're taught at a young age that all residents are equal, none being more important than the other. There's no more religion. Religious beliefs are strictly forbidden. The few people that still practice Christianity are forced to live with beneathers, basically, where there's no access to clean water, health care, and so on. For the most part, people just don't jeopardize it.
We going back on the surface,
Mating is much different. Residents without any illnesses are allowed to mate upwards to 3 times a year until impregnated. The female population is highly monitored. Male civilians are also put on hormone therapy drugs to regulate mating. If you're caught having children outside of the regulated time periods without a caretaker or a caring one, and without getting them vaccines, they're removed from the guardians, and it's speculated that they're either killed or used for food. There's no entertainment like you have today. We don't have movies, music, sports. There's no actors, no celebrities, nothing like that. The only form of entertainment we have is to read books. And if you're caught reading a book for any other purpose other than educational purposes, it's against the law. The United States, as you know it today, no longer exists. There's no more government. There's no more countries. Every country is under now what's called a corporation.
And guess what he said? The corporation. It's in another video, but guess what he said?
The United Nations of America.
No, nope. It's called it's three families, and one of them is the Rothschilds Corp or something.
In Collins.
I'm like, damn, Rothschild still. He said they still running shit.
Well, they're vampires.
No, they had to be in another time loops because we ain't going out like that. Nigga.
No, that's just when. Hey, exactly. Like you remember how Trunks went back into a different timeline and didn't go back to his timeline.
Right? Yeah, that was a bullshit timeline right there.
Hold on. But look, one second. It's some more video. He said the dude we was just watching. He said, but in a year or something, he like the Anunnakis come back, and he's like they was mad. He like, and that's when everything get ended. He like, what? Like, y'all gotta see it, man. But I'm gonna do it on the stream. I ain't even play it right now, though. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Drew?
What up?
What's good?
What up, Drew?
We're going out.
Man, I'm just working, but I had to take some time out of working to come on the show.
Yeah, man.
Y'all were talking about how we're born by this weird water system. We're sea monsters.
Yeah.
What a maritime law, yeah.
Yeah, the Holy Roman Sea, the birth of a ship being the front of a ship, and then you go through the birth canal, get your birth certificate, and then the banks, they direct the flow of the water, the currency. That's why you get frozen assets and liquidation, and they got loan sharking and all those water terms in banking.
Yeah.
And the Bible says that the love of money is the root of all evil, and do not love the world nor anything in the world, because the world is hijacked. Basically, everything is hijacked by the Luciferians.
Yep. And materialism is Luciferianism.
Yeah, that's how you do your practice. Like, that's how the Luciferian does their practice. That's why they're all so super rich. They control all that. They control all the money. Like, especially our money system now. It's based off of like trust, like how you would trust God. That's their God, so they trust the money, and that's what keeps it up and going.
That's why it says in God we trust on the money.
Yeah, and it's in all caps, and it being in all caps is on purpose as well.
Yeah, because that's telling you about God, that He's there and He's real, and that you're giving up your right to understand that this is your God now, and you got a God that you hide or that you're holding as a idol, because people worship what?
Money.
And when you read that book, Morals and Dogma by Albert Pike, the first chapter talks about people being a force and a steam that rises the ponderous arms to the machine. So like each country is a piston on the machine that one goes up, one goes down. And that's how they run it. They say the people are like a force. Like, that's why you have Republican, Democrat, red and blue, and positive and negative, because energy derives from multiples and negatives. So they take you to the polls like a battery pole, and you vote to put someone in charge.
Yeah.
So the money is the liquid, we're the liquid, and then they pass the current through us with the volts and putting people in charge to rule.
over our Pharisees.
Yeah, and then they have like how you're talking about. They got their own language in court. When you go in court, you go up to the docket. You're a straw man person, docks at the docket.
Yep.
And then the ball is in the court.
Your paper is the straw man. You're the allodio for the paper. Like you hold the title for the paper. So they're holding you in charge and putting you under under their jurisdiction as soon as you cross their the bar gate into their bar.
Yeah, like Family Guy, Futurama, and all those shows. They'll have like a character
in fantasy, but in reality, we know the difference.
Yeah, I'm convinced that a bunch of people on TikTok and YouTube are government ran.
Thank you.
Because govern means to rule and mint means the mind. So of course they got their influencers out there. Because more people watch YouTube than anything else.
Yeah, the Island Boys, Pink Doll, those are both plants. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of that stuff is industry plants. Just like
like Tom McDonald, a perfect example of an industry plant.
Mm-hmm. But in the same sense, it's the industry telling you what the fuck they're doing. So you're accepting it because I heard it, so it must be true. And you're like, nobody's telling you what to do about it. That's the problem. Nobody's telling you what you can do.
Yeah, not many people talk about solutions, man. It's crazy.
And that's what B.O.B. talks about. He's like, we could talk about the problem, but what are we going to do about it? We could keep coming to these meetings, but what's
action?
Happening?
Right.
What? Nothing's changed.
Right. What we go?
If it's getting worse.
Buddha, man, they don't want to hear it, man. I be trying to wake people up every day. Like I was just telling you, my mom's a teacher. She knows she teaching bullshit to these folks, and she knows
she get paid for it.
But she getting paid for it.
She can't break the curriculum because that's otherwise they gonna put it in a box that will.
I had a biology teacher. It was his last year there, and he said straight up, he was like, "Hey, evolution is bullshit. This is like ridiculous, but I literally have to teach it to y'all." And that was kind of what woke me up, was when I realized that evolution was like a eugenics movement, a movement by the Rockefeller school system. They took over Australia and took all the Aboriginal people who used their jaws for stuff. They had bigger jaw bones. So they put them in the Smithsonian saying, "Oh, this is a 100,000-year-old human skeleton." Yeah. And then the Irish potato famine, they didn't have any vitamin C or D. So they were growing like strange bones. So they dug up their bones and put them there and said, "Hey, this is a 200,000-year-old chimp. It's your ancestor." And then they tell kids that their distant ancestor is an earthworm. And then they wonder why people are shooting up schools, or I don't even know if I can say that on YouTube, but pow in the schools.
Oh, hold on. Let me hit you with hold on.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Hey, that's cool.
Yeah, but
that's real talk too. Because the thing is, like, they don't talk about all the stuff that we live on. You know what I'm saying? They don't talk about how all the dead plants and the bones and stuff like that turn into crude oil. They talk about the dinosaur stuff because they want to feed you some bullshit. Like we have a ending supply of oil when we have a never ending supply because everything's always dying.
Right.
Yeah, I saw a TikTok of this guy. He was turning his plastic bags into fuel. I guarantee you that guy is going to disappear here shortly.
I just shared that and said, please keep this man safe.
Hey, I'm gonna
man. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna do a stream. I'm gonna do a stream focused on all those inventors that found ways to get cars off like water and stuff that disappeared. I'm gonna do a whole stream dedicated to them because I thought it was like one or two, but it was like
bro, it's like 28 of them dudes.
They find out how to run a car off water or something and just end up. Man, like,
dude, let it be the ones that find it off of like the 0 point energy diffusion and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like these motherfuckers is running their car off of gas and electricity.
Right.
Like
Right.
it's all natural gases,
I hear
hydrogen
that.
and oxygen, breaking it down and using it with electricity.
I want to show y'all this little documentary. It's like 30 minutes long, but I'm finna show it, man, so y'all can check it out. Let y'all see it. Y'all gonna be tripping, and just watch.
Hey, the Nostradamus brothers. That's dope.
It sounds like a plot from a movie. Police are trying to unravel the true identity of a mystery man.
Time travel. It sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, when in fact it could be more of a reality than we think.
Scientists now claim time travelers could use parallel dimensions to visit the past.
Police say that it is possible that this guy just had a very fantasy life, and that it might not be something more nefarious than that.
It was this picture from a security camera police used to identify the man accused of stealing.
It's under investigation what the true motive behind this is. We are exploring his mindset and any possibility that mental health played a role in this.
The one thing police have not been able to figure out, the person's identity.
It was a shock, not only to the public, to investigators too.
We received startling information from the state lab regarding the presence of an unknown male profile.
The DA says they are still conducting multiple DNA tests. They won't say where investigators are in the testing process.
Here's this mystery person.
No one knew who he was. Back in time, and
Investigators one day put a face to a man who so far doesn't show up in any missing person database anywhere in the
What's that?
country.
Hey, why is it echoing?
11.
So you may have seen this story in the news.
I had to mute.
Time traveler from 3036 arrested. An identified man gets arrested for stealing, claims to be from the year 3036. Authorities say the unknown man has no birth record, no social security number, and no identification file on record. When asked why he was stealing, he told police he thought clothing and food was free in the marketplaces. He later explained this to be part of the new society in the year 3036, the year he is supposedly from, in the future.
I'm finna roll up. Hold on. Watch it.
We got you, bro.
Hi, Sebastian. Yep, my name's Jack Helms. Is this Sebastian? Yes, my name's Jack. I'm a journalist and documentary filmmaker. I was really intrigued by your story. Just curious if I can have a quick minute of your time to talk. What about? Well, like I was saying, I'm absolutely fascinated by your story. And I'm sure I can speak for everyone when I say this, but I'd love to know more about the future. You're better off not knowing. What's that? I said you're better off not knowing. Not knowing what? You said you wanted to know more about the future. And I'm telling you, you'd be better off not knowing. Why do you say that? It's just not what you think it would be. Would you be open to doing an interview with me? I'm really not trying to do interviews. Stuff like that. I completely understand, but I really believe you, and I believe your story. I just feel like your perspective on things would be important to probe, and the things you know must be truly incredible. Would you please just give me a few minutes of your time for an interview? Great, great. I appreciate it very much. I'll call you later this week to schedule a good time, okay? Yeah, that's fine.
You must be Jack. Do you have a cell phone on you?
Yeah.
Please turn that off now. If you absolutely must keep it on for emergency purposes, please put it in airplane mode, and please do that now.
Okay.
We're going to go over here and talk.
So why are we here?
I like it here. It's a good place to come and gather your thoughts. You know?
Well, I want to thank you for taking the time to meet us today. I expected you to be bald, though, because in all the pictures I've seen, you're bald.
Yeah. I didn't have hair when I first got here. You see, people's hair doesn't grow in the future.
Why not?
Radiation. Man-made radiation is so concentrated by the 2080s that people don't grow any hair anymore. Men and women alike.
So why the mask?
I have to wear it.
And why is that?
My immune system. Everybody in the future has to wear masks or respirators when going outdoors.
When does this all happen?
It's happening right now. If you had any idea what you were breathing in right now, you'd be wearing a mask too.
Why is that?
I already told you. You're not going to want to hear this stuff. There's nothing good about it. How old are you?
42.
Yeah, see. You'll be
You don't
long
want to talk about
gone
nanites
way
in the
before
hair.
this stuff starts to affect anybody.
What do you mean?
People's health rapidly declines over time. It's basically unstable and unfit conditions for the next 90 years from now. You see, by the 2080s, everything changes. Over 1 billion people die as a result of it. And that's just in a 20-year span. Practically everybody born after that point is born with high levels of ionized metals in their bloodstream. And that's one of the main reasons our immune system is so weak. And that's why I asked you to turn off your cell phone. The amount of radiation that comes from your cell phone is enough to make me feel extremely sick. I get chest pains, headaches.
That's some real shit too, man.
Style, I seen this, Style. I seen this.
Hey, why's your mic on mute?
Vomiting. The amount of radiation coming from your devices is off the charts. You know, cell phones, they're banned in the future. They were completely banned by the 2060s when they realized how harmful they were for you. Matter of fact, the 5G rollout you guys have going on right now is the beginning of it all, according to our history books. If you guys understood how dangerous these frequencies are, you'd have never agreed to it. You people are oblivious to it. It's crazy.
He's talking about the
There's
elf
no
waves.
self-aware people in this time. Everywhere you go, you see children and babies with cell phones in their hands.
Hey, cause that stuff be messing you up. Hey, Thou, you on mute right now, bro. I don't know how you're on mute though.
Okay,
There you
we
are.
go. Hey, but look, check this out, y'all. I don't know. This dog just speaking what he's saying, y'all. This is just all allegedly. You feel me? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So, but
This allegedly sounds very truthful right now.
Nah, this came out like 6 years ago, Thal.
I know. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
a lot of people go like, man, he capping, he faking, but what if he really telling the truth and like trying to let us know? But I mean, it do look crazy because, like, come on now, you know, like, you know, it look crazy, but what if he really telling the truth? You know what I'm saying? But let's just listen to him. It's gonna get good. Just check it out.
You have no idea how dangerous it is. You know, in the future, they refer to this time as the idiot era. No offense. But you guys just don't have any idea. The average lifespan by the 2080s is around 40 years old for men and 50 years old for women. That's all because of the radiation. It gets better. It takes time. By 3010, things have started to look up. But it'll always be a problem. Probably a problem we'll never fix. It doesn't matter.
The official report is that Sebastian, the man from 3036, could not be identified by any official documents whatsoever. It was verified by officials that his name, or at least the name he's using, has never been in any previous databases. This guy basically has no records at all. So that's a pretty good trick.
So do you plan on staying here?
No, I can't go back. The technology's not even here yet, even if I wanted to. I'll say that loosely. The technology is absolutely here. It's just not readily available like it is at my time. Perhaps you've heard of the Montauk Project or the Philadelphia Experiment. These are all time travel missions funded by the US military.
So is time travel normal in the future? Like, does everybody do it?
Well, no. Everybody knows that it's real and that it's feasible, but it's restricted for military purposes and elite staff only. If a resident or a civilian is caught time traveling, it's prohibited.
So is the future like they say it's going to be, like flying cars and robots and all that?
They go get his
Yeah.
all that, Angela. Watch.
We've got flying cars. They're called F-crafts. We've got robots, primarily working off of AI. We don't have homes like you do now. We have what's called pods. Homes were completely done away with by the 3000s. Pods they're like homes, but a lot smaller, airtight, sealed. They don't affix to the ground. They use magnetic technology. So basically, you flip a switch, it locks. You flip off the switch, it unlocks. And this is done for transportation purposes. Robots are primarily used for labor positions. AI, which you have already started to implement in your time, but we use on a much larger scale.
The first story I read about you were arrested for stealing food. So tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, that was the first day I got here, actually. I wasn't aware of your customs here yet. You see, in the future, things like fruit, water, some vegetables, they're free in the marketplaces. We have what's called nourishment centers, where basically you're allowed up to 3 items at no cost. And fruit, you never have to pay for.
Yeah,
so it's just a simple misunderstanding, really. Oh, and water. I still can't get over the fact that you guys pay for water to be bottled up here. Your time makes history in so many ways.
I like how he put that because that's what that Orlando Brown was talking about.
Right. Hey, the only thing that be is on commercial now, but the only thing that be questioning me is if you say you from the year 3036, whatever he said he's from.
Whoop-de-woo, yeah.
Damn, dog, you ain't dressing different, or
Man, I don't know. You know what? He probably came over as some Terminator style, where this dude came butt naked because he was in the future. His clothes weren't invented yet. You feel me?
I'm not saying I'm a believer at this point. I mean, anyone can make up a story, but I have to admit it. It's a pretty good story. After a few days went by, I thought of a million more questions I wanted to ask. I found myself wanting more information about the supposed future. And more importantly, I wanted to push for more proof, something that can point to the truth. I really wanted to know, is this guy from the future, or is it all just a story?
So I'm on my way to an interview with Sebastian, and I've noticed something strange. Ever since I left the house, this same car has been following me. And I'm 100% sure it's the same car because when I stopped to get gas, it stopped. And then when I left, it followed. So it's either a coincidence or I'm being followed. Hey.
Yeah,
How you doing? Hey, thanks for having us. You mind if I come in and use your restroom? It's been driving for a long time.
Come on.
I feel like, yeah.
he in his bathroom right now trying to get some hair and shit. Angela, look.
Buddy looks sounds suspicious in that bathroom.
Will you just give me everything in one big crash course, more or less?
I feel like
One big crash course, huh? Yeah, okay. There's going to be several major wars. There's going to be a world war that will change many things for your lifetime. It's going to be between the US, the EU, China, Russia, and the Middle East, more specifically Iran. This war is going to be massive. And there's another one starting right now with this coronavirus. This war will be known as the vaccine war. Billions of people refuse the vaccine, and billions of people die as a result of it. There is no resolve, even through my time. This vaccine is a mandatory chip implant. By the time I was born, every child born into the corporation is required to have it. You can actually see the scar where I have mine. Feel it.
Yeah, I can feel that's weird.
Everybody's required to have it. You can't travel, you can't go to school, you can't work, you can't do anything without this chip. At that point, you're basically a beneather.
What you say?
What's beneath her?
That for a time traveler, he don't change his battery, do he? You heard his smoke detector go off, or was that you, T?
Nah, it ain't me.
Oh, that's somebody on the stream. That's one of us shit going off, I think. Because I heard it earlier too.
Nah, that ain't mine. I've been hearing that the whole time.
Brandon, that's you, bro?
Yeah,
it got to be me.
Yeah.
I want to.
I don't hear shit. I don't know what y'all be talking about.
I heard a loud ass beat. Like, there it is right there. I'm like, what the fuck was that, dude?
This ain't been going on all night. Anyway, I don't want to say dude capping because I don't know, but I'm feeling like it's cap. But at the same time, he's like
some of the stuff.
A lot of the stuff that he's predicting is stuff that is like, if you look at the way the world's working,
right, it's logical. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. I understand what you're saying and everything, but I just think it's crazy. You gotta watch it to the end. Like, it's kind of, you know what I'm saying?
It's interesting. At the same time, Thal, from where you coming from, the reason why I tuned back in was because even with this, it's like what he was talking about. What was he talking about? I can't remember what he was talking about now. Anyway, but it's like we're like it was basically like we're doing stuff with the 5G, with the waves and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, you remember in Jurassic Park, the first one, when what's the dude's name? Gold something, whatever. And he was like, y'all are playing God. And they were like, well, we're not playing God, we're just using science. He said, yeah, but you're using, basically what he was saying was that you're using science, saying that basically I can do this. Oh, I can do this, without asking the question, should I do it?
Right.
You know what I mean? And I feel like that's where we're at in the world right now. Like, even with the AI, even with everything that's going on, it's like we're doing new stuff. We're not looking at the fact that, like, yeah, we're doing this and we can do it, but should we be fucking doing this shit? We know that if we do this,
have
it could kill
ever
us.
heard about the crystal computer that we already got? We been had AI.
I heard about it, but it was only through Stargate.
Yeah, the crystal computer on Stargate. It was on something else where it was like they what was the other joint where they was basically connecting the crystal computer with the crystal skull.
Check this out. Y'all remember the show Land Before Lost?
Yeah.
Crystals. What they were doing with what the nigga was doing with the reptilian was doing with the crystals. They had reptilians back then, man. They were showing us.
I was talking about that. Remember when I was asked y'all, wait, which one? The Land of the Lost or Living in the Land of the Lost?
Living in the Land of the Lost.
The TV show.
Yeah, they had the little monkey in the
Yeah, see, I was talking about that a while back when I first started getting on here. I was talking about that because they, even back then, they were showing the whole reptilian thing. That's getting into a whole, but they was using them crystals.
The crystals.
To basically, like, it was basically like their energy, so their powers, and they would get what they need from them crystals.
Right.
Type
Come
thing.
on now.
And it's like I be watching one lady who do voodoo and all that, and she's big on Buddha. You might know about this. She's big on having certain crystals with certain colors to match energy.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So I mean, that's something there.
But you could also do that with, like, say you're using natural light in the window panes with, like, the whole color of the rainbow right there.
Mm-hmm.
You could stand in that light and shit, and that shit could be like health medicine for you too.
I mean, I don't know, but I wanted to tune in about this guy because it made me think about, like, what he was saying, how what we're doing is basically going to lead us down this direction. Right. And that made me think about, like, when I can't think of I know his last name is like Goldstein or something. He was the one dude in Jurassic Park he got hurt, and Jeff was Goldblum. In the second Jurassic, huh?
Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah. But his theory was basically like, you're doing all this and you're doing it. You're trying to play God, but you're not even realizing that you shouldn't be doing this shit. So are we doing the same thing basically? Like with the technology, with 5G, with all this stuff that we're doing now,
Hell
with
yeah.
AI, all of it. You know what I mean?
Of course, that's what they doing, man. You know that's what they doing. I
Hey,
mean,
Doc,
in front of our eyes, but go
you
ahead.
looking at Bobby Hermit?
What
No,
was it?
I don't think
You looked into Bobby Hermit?
Mm-mm.
I don't think so.
He
Oh
has
yeah, I
like
gotta check him out.
the idea about black, like we're the reptilians / God, and
I'm gonna
it's like how remember how the Moors people talk about how they took away the power of the indigenous people of
yeah,
this land and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Basically that, you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna check him out. I'm gonna have to look into him.
I'm gonna have to
Definitely.
check into it too.
People that don't believe in the chip
Listen to
or
what
the vaccine, they basically refuse it. They live beneath the cities in the abandoned tunnel systems. They're oftentimes referred to as the ones below. They refer to themselves as the believers, but to everyone else in society, they're known as the beneathers. They don't live long at all. They all live to about 40 years old.
Why do they die so young?
Nobody can live outside for years and years at a time without proper care. People need masks and respirators outdoors at all times. The air quality in my time is so poor that nobody can live out there for long. And that's why there's no more houses and everybody's required to live in pods. Pods are the only kind of living quarters that can protect us from the air pollutants.
Would you be willing to allow us to X-ray that chip in your hand so we can get a visual of it? We pay for it, of course.
You don't believe me, huh?
No, I'm not saying that at all. But visual proof of it would obviously substantiate your claim.
Set it up.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
His x-ray results proved exactly what he said. Although we can't determine the actual technology of the chip itself, Sebastian does, in fact, have a foreign object implanted in his hand. Now, this doesn't confirm at all his claims of being from the future, but he does have an object in his hand. I mean, perhaps it's all just part of his elaborate hoax. Not only did we get an x-ray from Sebastian, but he also agreed to have blood work done. If he's telling the truth about everyone in the future being born with various forms of metal oxides in their body, this test will easily determine that.
What other things would you say are different in 3036 than they are now?
Well, I'll tell you this. You're as free as you're ever going to get right now. These are considered the last days of freedom. Your kids won't even see it. So soak it up, because as simple-minded as your time period is, you got it pretty good. You just don't know it.
What's the population in 3036?
The world population?
Yeah.
Just over 2 billion people. You know what? You might actually be here when the big blackout happens. How old are you again?
42.
So you'll be in your 70s by the time that happens. You might want to check out before then.
What's the big blackout?
The big blackout, if I'm not mistaken, happens in December 2052. Basically, everything goes dark for upwards to 5 years. The internet, the power, all gets disconnected on the account of what's called terrorists. But many speculate otherwise. Anyway, 5 years, it's turmoil, riots, you name it. It's pretty much one of the worst of times. It takes them upwards to 20 years to get the power back online. And even then, it's absolute chaos. Believe it or not, our zoo consists of animals like dogs and cats, rabbits, squirrels. These are considered exotic animals. All of the larger species like lions and tigers, cat species, the larger ones, elephants, they're all gone. The larger species no longer exist. We've got large areas, hundreds of miles, thousands of miles, all designated to wind turbines, reflective mirrors, and solar panels. It's one of the few remaining jobs left for residents, but it's also the most dangerous. When children are first born, they're assigned partners, which are called caring ones. These are basically small robots that monitor the child for health conditions. The caring ones are assigned with children up until the age 16 when they're legally able to have children. At times, the caring ones can be assigned for longer durations, whether or not the children have mental instabilities, health issues, and other underlying conditions. These caretakers or robots are also allowed to detain civilians or residents as well. They read to the children, they teach the children, they basically do all of the duties of a parent. And it's done like this for a reason. From birth, we're taught that these robots are just as important as your parents or siblings. There are no more schools like you know them to be today. Children are taught with AI. We're taught at a young age that all residents are equal, none being more important than the other. There's no more religion. Religious beliefs are strictly forbidden. The few people that still practice Christianity are forced to live with beneathers, basically, where there's no access to clean water, health care, and so on. For the most part, people just don't jeopardize it and no longer practice religion. Mating is much different. Residents without any illnesses are allowed to mate upwards 3 times a year until impregnated. The female population is highly monitored. Male civilians are also put on hormone therapy drugs to regulate mating. If you're caught having children outside of the regulated time periods without a caretaker or a caring one and without getting them vaccines, they're removed from the guardians. And it's speculated that they're either killed or used for food. There's no entertainment like you have today. We don't have movies, music, sports. There's no actors, no celebrities, nothing like that. The only form of entertainment we have is to read books. And if you're caught reading a book for any other purpose other than educational purposes, it's against the law. The United States, as you know it today, no longer exists. There's no more government. There's no more countries. Every country is under now what's called a corporation. The whole world is basically under 3 major corporations. We are under what's called the Rothschilds Corp. The merger of these 3 corporations changed it all. A company named Gavi, which is a Bill Gates corporation. Amazon, which you have today, which they merge and become Gavazon. And then you've got the Rothschilds Group. Those are your 3 major corporations. So what used to be the bigger nations like United States, Russia, China, They all fall under one corporation, the Rothschilds Corp. We don't celebrate many holidays anymore. We have one known as the Day of the United, which was the merger of the three corporations. We have another, which is called the Day of the Caring Ones, which is the first day the robot was online and placed inside of residents' homes. There's a global currency now under the corporation. Everything is done via the bank and via this chip.
I just left my interview with Sebastian, and sure enough, that car's following me again.
I sent Sebastian's hair off to 2 different companies for DNA analysis, and the results are perplexing to say the least. The first record clearly shows no significant links to any DNA strands currently on record. Now, if that wasn't strange enough, the second analysis from a completely different company has 0% all the way down the line. Not a single link. Basically, his bloodline couldn't be traced back to anyone in history.
Hello. Sebastian, hi, it's Jack. I have something very interesting I want to talk to you about. Would you mind if we set up a time to talk again?
Jack, I'm sorry I can't. I wasn't being completely honest with you about how I got here. Jack, I really can't talk about it. I'm sorry, I have to go.
Wait, Sebastian, is everything okay?
Jack, I can't talk. I have to go.
Hello? Hello? Sebastian?
Said he's a creep. Oh, looking through your window.
Hello? Hello, yes, my name is Jack Helms. I'm calling about one of your tenants. His name is Sebastian. I haven't been able to reach him in over a week.
He never say anything to me. He never say anything to me. He just leave all his stuff.
Oh, really? Well, if you see him, can you tell him that Jack Helms is looking for him?
Yeah, okay.
For the past week, every time I leave the house, I'm pretty sure I'm being followed.
Sheriff's deputies recovered a body. They say it is a male, but they were not able to make a clear ID.
While there's no face to put with the story, human remains found in a thickly wooded area off Old Highway 20.
There's no face to put with the story, only belongings.
A real-life mystery that today sits stored away in evidence bags.
Around 8 this morning, a body was found. Police right now calling this a suspicious death investigation.
Although we can't confirm that this is in fact the remains of Sebastian, I did find it strange that the victim's left hand was missing. That would have been the hand he had the chip in. Also, Cypress Park, where the victim was found, was the same location I first met with Sebastian.
So why are we here?
I like it here. It's a good place to come and gather your thoughts. You know?
Dog. Let me just stop it right there, man. So what, man? What y'all think about Dog telling his story? Then they found a body with the hand cut off. Think it might be him. Y'all think they went on and whacked him?
Bro.
If he real, they knock him off.
If it's like the truth, like some real shit, he got whacked.
Right, especially if he ain't had no prints and blood type, cause you know, man, they knocked him off.
And they've been talking about that little bean right there for how long now?
For a minute.
For a minute.
Yeah.
And that came out 6 years ago. And he was talking about that back then, right? So that movie came out then. How long have they been sitting on that shit? Huh?
Right.
You see that? Then I go back when you was like, we've been playing God since the 40s. You know, they've been cloning, they've been doing this.
And that's
so
when I was talking about that Boys from Brazil.
Yeah, that's a dope movie.
Yeah.
They'll let you think about something right there.
Mm-hmm.
They open up your mind to a whole nother rabbit hole.
Yeah, man. That was crazy, though. Super crazy. I'm still trying to find that video, man, of them three.
Man, it's on, man.
The soldiers, man.
I'm gonna get off and get back on. I gotta find it for you.
Oh, sit down. There you go.
All right, that's the last time I'm tapping in. But he was talking he was saying about the coronavirus.
Yeah.
And how it was going to be a big thing. You know what I'm saying? And this was if that came out 6 years ago, that's I'm like a part of me is like, man, he capping. Because they was like, huh?
He ain't, because we haven't implemented the 5G all the way yet.
That part, the whole thing, what got me was when he was like, they haven't been able to identify the body. But I'm like, but you took some of his hair. So that's his DNA right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? But the whole 5G thing, the whole coronavirus, because coronavirus, I think the government started patenting the coronavirus. I can't remember when it was.
They did it variants, but that was back in like 94 or some shit like that.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
Because they were putting it on the disinfectant spray.
Yeah, it was a while ago, but it wasn't a problem until like my daughter was born in that time, in the coronavirus. Like we couldn't have the baby shower and all this, that, and the third in that time because of the coronavirus. And it's like, if this is 6 years old, my daughter is 3. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he was talking about how the coronavirus was a big thing. Like, and it's getting, what do they keep saying? The coronavirus is going to get worse. We haven't seen it yet, but every once in a while you'll hear the news talk about how it changes, it's another variant.
Somebody just had mid-stroke, living his best life. You know what I'm saying? Mid-stroke, this dude just died.
Yeah, like, man, that shit. I don't know what to say about that. That joint got me thinking though. It's crazy. Because if it's 6 years old, I don't know, man. I don't know what to put on that.
Right. Like I mean, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I want to think he capping, but you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like the Miami aliens. I don't know. I wasn't there.
Thanks.
You know what I mean? Hell yeah. But
if I was in the situation and seen some of the footage, I could have told you, well, shit, hell, that looks pretty real to me. But after people had enough time to doctor it and shit like that, I don't know.
I just noticed my
can't
guy
really
got the
believe shit.
Deadpool. The
Oh yeah,
Deadpool right up.
I got a mask like that.
That's what's up. Is that you in that mask in that picture?
No comment.
You would do that. My man. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm gonna keep watching though. I'm about to head to the store real quick. I gotta get me some more cigarettes. I know I need to quit.
Hey man,
But
it's your prerogative, man. I'd rather you just smoke the shit that they ain't using nuclear radiation to grow.
yeah, you're right. I wish I could smoke some weed, but I can't. I got a CDL.
Well, I'm saying you can smoke camels and shit because I'm pretty sure they don't spray that shit down with all them toxins.
You know what's crazy? Camels tear my throat up every time.
You know why? Because that's real tobacco.
Probably. Probably.
You
I be smoking.
that radiated shit. You get so used to that shit. It's just like the people that be puffing on the vapes.
Yep. I be
Only
smoking
y'all
cigars
niggas
too.
Y'all really, if only the people knew that they was really inhaling radiation fumes.
I be smoking cigars too, and I try not to inhale them, but every once in a while I mess up and inhale them.
Yeah.
But the same when I inhale a cigar, the same feeling that Camels give me in my throat is the same feeling a cigar gives me. And anybody who smokes cigars know that's real tobacco.
Right.
And that should be making me it be making me wonder sometimes.
I can't hit no motherfucking real cigar.
I can't smoke no tobacco no more, man. So I'm good.
You don't need to hit no cigar, man. Look, I need to leave them alone. Don't even start, bro.
Hey, I'm saying like this, that shit be taking away your teeth, bro.
Yeah.
I lost 6 of them, so.
My wife hates it. She went to school to be a dental hygienist assistant, and she might go back to be a dental hygienist. But she hates that I smell. Like she be always on me about how, and that's killing your teeth. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, all right.
You worried about my teeth? I'm worried about my lungs. But I'm still smoking. But hell yeah.
Much love to y'all, everybody in here, man. Everybody from wherever you from. Salute to y'all, man. Salute to all my moderators. Salute to everybody, man. Appreciate everybody tapping in, man. T, Buddha, everybody, man. Andrew, everybody, man. Much love, y'all.
Yeah.
Where we share info, you know what I'm saying? Share content with each other. Do whatever. He said, I'm missing a bunch of teeth, man. Y'all
Hey, that's what that cigarette. Hey, for real, cigarettes and pop will do that.
Man, right, man.
That's why I'm glad I just smoke cigarettes and drink a lot of water and shit. But I still lost 6 in the making. You know what I'm saying? And the fucked up thing is, I lost them things after I was done smoking.
Oh yeah. So yeah, hey, learn from this, everybody. You know what I'm saying? Stay away from them things if you can. I know how it be sometimes.
And don't forget that vaping is very, very toxic. You inhaling microwave fumes because what do you think is cooking that shit? You know what I'm saying? That shit vaporizing instantly through a microwave, and you just inhaling that shit.
Vape probably worse than regular smoking.
10 times worse because you get an overdose of tobacco nicotine. You know what I'm saying? And at a greater percentage.
Right. Much love to everybody. Yeah, we're gonna be doing it again, y'all. So tap in, man. Appreciate you, Buddha, man.
Yeah, appreciate you too, Doc.
Finna go watch some of your videos right now. Shit.
Hey, yeah, get that Bobby Hermit.
Yeah.
That dude's gonna be talking. That's what B.O.B. was talking about. He be doing studying with him and stuff.
Yep, I'm finna check in on him right now too. I'm finna do some research on him, but appreciate everybody, man. Salute to everybody, my moderators, man. Love all y'all, man. Peace. I'll see y'all next time.
Peace.
TV. Sure.
Bam over.